Britney Spears is getting slammed by her ex-husband K-Fed and her sister Jamie Lynn Spears. Taylor Swift has officially gone no contact with Blake Lively, and Kris Jenner's facelift. Was it a filter or is it officially a falling? Lots to get into. I hope you're ready for it. Let's dive in. This is No Filter with Zack Peter, your go-to source for all the latest pop culture and reality TV tea, served fresh all week long. Now, let's dive in. What's up, guys? Welcome on in, welcome on in, welcome on in. Happy Friday. It is Friday, October 17th. What's going on, everybody in the club? And I feel like moving forward, I have a special guest on today, and I think he's going to be joining me on Fridays here on the podcast moving forward. Like I said, I want our Wednesday and Friday episodes to now be the panel format. So I think I'll have him on regularly, and maybe some other new or some other pals that aren't too new. You'll probably be familiar with them, but I think we'll have a regular rotating panel on Fridays, and Fridays I think will become our new pop report. So now we're officially bringing the pop report back on Fridays here on No Filter. And like I said, starting next week, every day is going to be segmented out. We're going to have Thursdays, which will be dedicated all towards reality recaps. So everything that's going on with Kardashians, housewives, all of that. You'll get those recaps on Thursdays. You'll get our deeper cultural convos on Wednesdays. You'll have guests on Tuesdays. And Monday will just be whatever is hot in the headlines, whatever happened over the weekend, whatever we need to dive into, whatever meaty, juicy stories you'll be getting. That'll be kicking off next week on No Filter. And then, not only that, but we are officially later today, going into production for the third season of Disaster Daters, which I'm really excited for. I mean, obviously, it is very bittersweet. It'll be the first episode and the first season that we'll be taping without Jeff, but I have a very special way that we're going to be honoring him. And so we tape that later today. Like I said, there's a mix of emotions that are coming with that, but I bring this up because we are currently asking for new Disaster Dater stories. So you can submit your story. You can either email them into disasterdaterspodcast@gmail.com. If you want to send in an email, you can send it to disasterdaterspodcast@gmail.com, or you can submit them online. You can keep it totally anonymous if you want to, or you can use a fake name, whatever you want to do, but you can submit your stories at justplainzack.com/disasterdaters. I'll put it here in the live chat for you. It's justplainzack.com/disasterdaters. So you can go and drop in your stories there. I posted on Instagram and I saw some people have already started to send in their stories. So we got some good ones, but send in your stories for the new season of Disaster Daters. Like I said, you can remain completely anonymous if you would like. Shout out to Lexi for our first super chat. Bum, bum, bum. Okay, let's welcome today's very special guest. Oh, also one last thing. As promised, because I told you guys we ran our charity merch campaign in honor of Jeff, and we ended up raising $1,000, which was donated to the Jed Foundation and to Union Rescue Mission. So here are the receipts for that. I donated $500 to the Jed Foundation for suicide prevention and to support young adults and teens with their mental health journey. Obviously, really important. So I'm really glad that we got to raise money for the Jed Foundation. And in addition to the Jed Foundation, I also donated $500 to Union Rescue Mission. I have that receipt here as well. So I always bring the receipts. I promise you my donation. So collectively, $1,000 donated. Overall, that's $8,200. That's $8,200 that has been raised for charity so far. Union Rescue Mission, the Jed Foundation, nomore.org, and Home Life Community. And not to mention the fundraiser that we did back in January. That was not a merch contribution, but there was a fundraiser that we did back in January on Instagram where we collected donations and money for fire relief victims and the Los Angeles Fire Department. So I'm hoping by the end of the year we can raise $10,000 total. We're at $8,200, so that's only what, $1,800 more to raise. I'm sure we'll have to do a holiday charity campaign. So get ready for that. All right, now let's welcome on Mr. Chef Stuart O'Keeffe.
Hi. Happy Friday, everyone.
How are you?
I'm good. It's Friday. It's like I'm almost like fresh and I'm ready to like wreck it for the whole weekend. It's great.
And you're also getting ready to celebrate 100 episodes on Don't Let It Stu, your podcast.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Well, let's see if it will be or will not be. But yes, it's going to be fun.
Exciting. Do you know who's going to be your 100th guest yet?
Well, it looks like everybody is saying Jeff's name on there. So, look, I promised whatever it is, whoever's name is number one, they will be reached out to. And if they say no, we go to number two, and that's it. Okay. That's it. Like, that's what I said. So that's what I'm going to do. So, whatever.
The guys keep going, commenting on Stu's Instagram and telling me he want Jeff Lewis on his podcast.
Oh my God. I think
Elsie was just on.
Elsie was on, and like so many people love this together. It was so funny. She's amazing. Like, I just love her. I know it's so. She was like, "You've been asking me to come on for so long," and I'm like, "I have." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's me at South Beverly Grill having glasses of wine." I start getting the chit chats going, and then I forget on Monday. So, but we finally got there.
Love. So well, I can't wait to see who you end up snagging for the 100th episode, or who ends up agreeing to it. Lots to get into. We have this Britney news, and we have Britney news, we have Kardashian news, we have Taylor news. Okay, well, I guess there's a new. Let's start with the Taylor news, because I feel like that's kind of what people have been talking about, and that's that Taylor Swift has officially gone no contact with Blake Lively. They haven't spoken in, I believe, almost a year. It was last December when all of this like legal drama blew up, and that's when Taylor has taken her space and distance from Blake Lively, and they don't appear to be friends anymore. Some people were saying that her song Canceled was about Blake. She hasn't addressed it. Neither is Blake. I saw that Blake liked the photo of Taylor's new album announcement, but like, what do you think? Is it official that these two ladies have gone, that their friendship is done, or do you think they're secretly friends behind the scenes?
I hope they're not friends behind the scenes. I think it'd be very disappointing. I mean, I don't think Taylor, even like, as much as Blake Lively's in a bad light right now with everything going on with this whole lawsuit and stuff, like, I mean, people are pissed with Taylor and this album and the merch drops and all this kind of stuff. So Taylor's going through her own stuff. Like, as much as like people like want to say like, oh, it's not that bad of an album, like it is. There's a lot of people on TikTok, a lot of fans of hers that are not happy. I mean, honestly, now I'm back to Midnights. I'm not even listening to the new album. But I think it's smart that she doesn't go back friends with Blake. I think a lot of people will be disappointed. Are they secretly behind the scenes? Fuck, I don't know. I'd hope not.
Well, I talked about how Aphrodite, he's a tarot card reader on YouTube. He read the situation. He said that based off of his reading of Taylor and Blake, that Taylor is upset, but she's more upset that Blake got caught more than she's upset with what Blake is doing. He said that that's the energy that he's reading. He's also kind of mad at Blake because it puts Taylor in a bad position of like, well, now she can't be friends with her. Now she can't side with her because Blake's reputation is completely gone up in flames, and it just looks, And so it just is kind of a bad position for both of them to be in. And Taylor's kind of just like annoyed. And I think they would still be friends had this not blown up into the big scandal that it's become.
Yeah, and not dragged into it and all this stuff and my dragons and all. Yeah, she should have just, if you want to do that, go do it on your own. Don't bring her into it. It's like, I thought that was shitty, doing that.
Yeah.
That's what she did.
It's what she did. But I guess we'll see what happens. So do you anticipate that Blake will be at the wedding?
No way. Well, I mean, I don't even know if there'll be a wedding, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I just don't. I don't see that happening. I think it's a bit of a setup. It's a bit of a PR thing.
Is that your hot take of the week, that you don't think that Taylor and Travis will actually make it down
for some reason? Yeah, like I don't think that he's her muse. Not after this fucking album. She's like, I need to dump his ass. I need to bring out something better.
Wow. So that's your hot take of the week, that Taylor, or do you have another hot take of the week?
No, I mean that's it. You caught it right there. You kind of just brought it out of me. But I've seen a lot of stuff online and kind of people are connecting the dots. They don't think it's legit, and
That
I
their
don't know. And now
relationship's not really legit?
yeah, like it's a PR thing. I think it could be. I don't know. I believed it for a long time. I thought it was very legit, and now I'm kind of like I don't know. Because it's like, you remember when she was on Graham Norton, she was like, or something like that. They were talking about the wedding, like how many people she's like, it's gonna be a big wedding. Like, I want everybody to come. It was kind of like, it just, her answers with it were like, but then she was super excited about the ring and doing that. It's up and down. Or people saying, oh, let me turn on the comments. 'Cause you know how much I love to do that and then not pay attention to you.
People are very shocked. They disagree with you. They think that Taylor's absolutely going to make it down the aisle.
Okay. Okay. I think we're a long way off that though. Like the wedding's not like, when do you think the wedding's going to be? Like next summer? No.
No, they're probably not going to. Well, I don't know because I mean, how are they going to plan it when he's in season? And as of right now, they're going to the Super Bowl. So, I mean, unless he doesn't have a strong involvement in the wedding planning, and she kind of just spearheads that. Do you think? But isn't the prediction that she's going on tour next year?
Oh, I don't think she will. Everybody's talking about the Sphere. And by the way, like in that the Fate of Ophelia video, like there's a scene like the as she walks into the bathroom before she's in the bath, like laying off or whatever, there's a window and it looks like the Sphere. It wasn't the Sphere. It was like, it's like a museum in Vancouver, which is a reflection of the last 3 dates of the tour. And that's what that little Easter egg was. Everybody thinks it's a Sphere. It's a Sphere. She's going to Vegas. I'm like, she's not going to Vegas. It wasn't a Sphere. Go look at the video. You'll see it like as she turns the corner. You'll see it in the whatever. I don't think she's going to go on tour because I think she's even like kind of said in the interview. She's like, I don't know what I would do. I don't know how to make this bigger or better or like, where do I go from here? I don't know. I don't think she's going to tour with this album though. It's not strong enough.
It's not a good. It's not her best album. I don't mind it though. It's grown on me. Like Wood is actually like it's not grown on me, but it's also kind of faded. And I said this from the very beginning that the album itself was very non-memorable. Like it was cute and fun and boppy for the minute, but like
yeah.
I mean, the only songs like I remember last week I was listening to a lot of it, and now it's kind of Father Figure. I think is the only one that I'll still kind of listen to, but it's because it's trending on TikTok. I've already dropped off on
beat is like mixing up with it. Someone remixed it into the millennial version, and it is kind of awesome. Yeah. That's what I wanted. I wanted a Max Martin beat like that for her in this album. That's all I wanted. Like one or two. Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, Father Figure is the only one I listened to. Canceled and Wood I was listening to a lot last week, and now not so much. Like it was fun. Yeah. It's like it's like candy, right? When you're eating candy, like it's fun, it tastes good, and then eventually, all right, that's enough. It was too sweet, and like I don't know.
I don't know. It's like that's why I'm back to Midnights because I was listening to Midnights, and it's like I'm like, God,
Lexi says there's no all too well moment. Yeah, there's no all too well moment. Like all too like that. Those were just such bangers,
Mm-hmm. Like You're on Your Own, Kid is like I think one of her best songs she's ever written. Like I love that song so much.
Oh, On Your Own, Kid.
You're on your own again. You're on your own again.
Yeah.
You've always have been.
What was the other one? I
like,
Can Do It With a Broken Heart.
Amazing. Like Getaway Car is incredible. King of My Heart is amazing. Like even Anti-Hero is great. Like I love that song too, and Bejeweled, and they're just like like bangers. That's what I wanted.
Yeah. All right, I hear you. All right, let's take a quick ad break, and then I'll give my hot take of the week. We'll get into Britney Spears, and then we'll get into Kris Jenner's face because a lot of people are torn about it. They have lots of mixed feelings after her latest red carpet debut. Fall always feels like a reset. Am I right? Between back to school, busier routines, shorter days, finding time to cook can be tough, right? That's why I love Factor. Their chef-prepped, dietitian-approved meals make it easy to stay on track and enjoy something comforting and delicious, no matter how hectic the season can get. You can choose from a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices like salmon and shrimp at no extra cost, and they can help you stay on track with your goals. So whether that's a GLP-1 friendly meal or a Mediterranean diet option, they have both. Or like for me, I'm trying to pack in my protein and hit those macros, and now I can rely on Factor. It's so hard going from, podcast taping to event and walking the dogs, and I'm constantly on the go. So sometimes the last thing I want to do is come home and cook. So I like that I can just go into my fridge, get out a Factor meal, pop it in the microwave, and boom, it's ready in just a couple minutes, and it's delicious, and I can still track my macros, stay on track, get those fitness goals in. So if you want to try Factor, you can eat smart at factormeals.com/nofilter50 off and use the code nofilter50 off to get 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for 1 year. That's a whole year of free breakfast. That's code nofilter50 off, nofilter50 off at factormeals.com/nofilter50 off for 50% off your first box plus 1 year of free breakfast. Get delicious, ready-to-eat meals delivered with Factor. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase.
Those meals are good. I've had them before.
They really are good. I have my fridge is like fully stocked with them. Listen, I still love a good night out, but I'm not always in the mood to drink anymore. Luckily, I found a great alternative, and that's Sol's Out of Office Gummies. They give you that same light, happy buzz without the hangover. There's no sugar, and you're definitely not left with an awkward next morning. Sol is a wellness brand that believes feeling good should be fun and easy. Sol specializes in delicious hemp-derived THC and CBD products designed to boost your mood and help you unwind. Their best-selling Out of Office Gummies were designed to provide a mild, relaxing buzz, boost your mood, and enhance creativity and relaxation. With 5 different strains, you can tailor the dose to fit your vibe, from a gentle 1.5 milligram microdose to their newest 15 milligram gummy for a more elevated experience. You know what I'm saying? I love a good vibe. I love a good, whether it's an evening or it's a weekend, especially in the summer, bring on the good vibes and treat yourself to Sol today. Right now, Sol is offering my audience, that's you right now, listening or watching this, 30% off your entire order. That's 30% off. Go to getsol.com and use the code NOFILTER. That's getsol, S-O-U-L, getsol.com, and use the promo code NOFILTER for 30% off. All right, let's get into, okay, well, first of all, I have my hot take of the week, Stu. You gave yours, and that's that you don't think Travis and Taylor are going to get married, which is a very hot take.
Yeah.
That they won't make it down the aisle.
I don't know. Something, I don't know. Go ahead.
I don't know. I think that's a very, I mean, now that I think about, am I now having doubts about them making it down the aisle? I don't know. My hot take is that Kim Kardashian's Bush underwear was actually really, really smart. Did you see the Bush?
Well, the thing, yeah. Look, listen, like everyone's talking about it. And it brings the brand right up to the forefront, as ridiculous as it is. Like, yeah. And here's the thing. There's just a lot of puss talk these days, with like housewives, they're all talking about it, right? Like they're VJJs, and like even like Jen and OC last night was talking about it. It's so disgusting, but like, well, obviously I don't like that part of the body in a woman. But obviously I don't want to go down there. But like, it's just like, what's so gross? Like, who wears this shit?
Are you pro Bush or anti Bush? This was the conversation we had the other day, and the poll determined, what was it, that clean Bush, like a little bit of fur, but like a
5 o'clock shadow. That's disgusting.
Yeah,
like maybe a 5 o'clock shadow is fine, but I think just clean is better. I do.
On a woman or on a man?
On a woman. 5 o'clock shadow on a man.
Yeah, a little bit, right? You don't want it to look like a naked turkey.
Anti-Bush.
Right? Yeah, Jess Lee says she is anti-Bush. I think that it's smart. I think that it's very smart. It's got everybody talking, and you can get it in whatever shade you want. Look, you can get a flat ironed red Bush.
Do you know what? Let's think of it this way. Think of it like as kind of like a chinchilla for your puss. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like a fur.
And
you know what I mean?
what?
That's all. Because you're going to take it off anyway, and then like whatever's revealed is revealed.
Got it. Got like a coat.
Yeah.
Got it. Got like a little fur coat to keep the puss warm in the winter.
A naked turkey.
Well, it's true. You don't want your dick to look like a naked turkey. And I think when guys are like absolutely like fully like no hair down there, like it's not cute.
That is not an accurate ginger. I'm fucking dead at the comments. People are so funny. Oh my God, it's so gross. Like, I think once you take like the actual like a hairy puss out of it and just think of it as a piece of clothing, then it's not as bad.
Kenny says pusses don't get cold. They don't? Like, not even if you're like out in the snow? Because like, think about it. Like when guys get cold, like their balls shrivel up. The balls shrivel up. You know, and then when
those?
Who's I think it's weave. It's not real hair. It's weave for your puss. It's pussy weave.
Oh shit. They don't get cold. That is so funny.
Never? Your puss never gets cold? Kristen says hot puss.
We have to get off the topic. I'm fucking dead.
Okay, so Julia says her puss gets cold, right?
Where does she live? Alaska? Oh God.
Well, you don't have a puss, so how would you know if it gets cold or not? Let Julia own her puss.
Well, we have.
He says it gets cold. That's what I'm saying. When guys get cold, the balls shrivel up, and also the dick shrinks. That's what they say when you get into cold water. Like everything kind of shrinks up. Yeah.
No, people are taking it so literal. Like, no, I don't get cold. Like, what are you talking about?
Jane says just a small patch, like a landing pad. I don't like a patch. No, like at least have it like a, a generalized like little sprinkle,
Show me another
The worst part of the hair.
Red.
It's very red.
Oh no. Take off that one.
This is cocoa brown. What's wrong with cocoa brown?
It's too like it looks kind of musty. It looks kind of like gray and musty. Do you know what I mean? Come on. That's more legit. That like if I was a woman, that's what you would see.
You would want your cooch to look like that?
No, but it would be the same
that
color.
That one I think is the worst one. What is this one? Cocoa black curly?
Cocoa black curly. My God. Dead.
I think you would look very cute in the red flat ironed one.
This is hilarious.
Mom Unscripted says a super trim because bushy, hell no, your bushy is smelly. You just got to get the spray deodorant and spray that in the bush and then it doesn't get smelly.
You have to wash a hand. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, look, it's going to be fun. I want it'll be interesting to see how this progresses. I think there's going to be a lot of people getting these as Christmas gifts, as like joke gifts and stuff like that. Big time.
I would have loved to have bought one, but I don't. I'm going to sign up for the wait list. I would love to buy some as gifts for all my friends. I mean, the price point is kind of expensive. $32 for a bush is crazy. Oh, who was that?
Who's that? I have their Skims men's. I've tried it. They're nice. It's sold out. These fuckers.
Yeah.
They just keep fucking me.
That's why I'm saying it's smart. It's so smart. Misty says, are women going through laser hair removal regret? I think so. Honestly, I think so. Josie said, implants do get cold. They make heated vests.
Wow, interesting.
What?
Yeah, because it's silicone. So, like, yeah, it can, yeah.
Khaleesi says, what if they make the bush
cold? I always see women, like, they're always like this. They're always covering their tits, when they walk in the cold.
And then their nipples get hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
My nipples are like hard 85% of the time. And I'm not always cold.
Don't you think it's fascinating, guys? Don't you all think it's fascinating that like there's two gays like talking about this? It's so funny. It is funny.
They do.
Yeah. Not a woman inside. Is Jenna from New York? I remember she talking about that.
I don't care about her. See, Joy says, Zach, so are her nipples are always hard too. It's a thing.
Yeah, it's a thing.
But remember when Kim had the bra with the nipples? That was smart too. Listen, it's smart and we're still talking about it.
Yeah.
I think that this was
Yeah.
a brilliant promotion for Skims. I'm sure they only made like 10 per item so that they instantly sold out, so they could say it sold out. Like, I'm sure they did very small quantities
Did
to
like a
not
mega
have a ton of
markdown.
extra. Yeah, so that they didn't have a ton of extra bush left over. I think it's smart.
It is.
Okay, let's talk about Britney Spears and this new book from Kevin Federline, which I know everybody is just dying to read. It's called You Thought You Knew by Kevin Federline, a memoir. Are you? Oh, you're not happy about this book.
No, he just
Are
was
you going to
like,
read it?
I'm
gonna
there's
read it.
actually no fucking way I'm gonna read it. No, I just see the snippets and the TikToks and all that kind of stuff, and I'll just watch your TikTok on it and stuff. It's like it's just like leave this girl alone, you know? And now more stuff is coming out. Like, I just feel like the whole family was just so horrible to her, and like she just never had a chance from the get-go. It seems like it's sad. It is really
Yeah.
sad. And like when you look at those past interviews back in the day, like Diane Sawyer and stuff like that, like she was just crucified. And we just didn't
Yeah.
see it back then. We were just so excited for new music from her. And she was the best thing that we've ever seen since sliced bread. And I mean, I've got to see her concerts a few times, and it's just, she was my favorite. You know,
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's sad.
So the book comes out this upcoming Tuesday, October 21st, and here's the description. Kevin Federline, dancer, father, accidental pop culture icon. His star rose electrifying stages alongside Pink, Destiny's Child, Aaliyah, and more. But it was his turbulent marriage to pop star Britney Spears that made him a household name and triggered a relentless media storm, reducing him to a caricature in a world that barely even knew him. Behind the tabloid headlines was a devoted father fighting for his children and his sanity, navigating the fallout of fame and a fractured family as everything around him spun out of control. From the heights of
I don't
global
like
stardom to the pain of public ridicule, this memoir peels back the layers of celebrity, fatherhood, and survival to reveal the man behind the mythology. A man shaped not by a spectacle or spotlight, but by love, resilience, and the steadfast resolve to give his kids a normal life. What you thought you knew was only half the story. That didn't make you want to read it?
No, it's just like, and it just seems like a money grab. It seems like, you know what? People did think he was a fucking asshole back in the day, because I think people represent him or associate him with her downfall or the beginning of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they actually got engaged on the way back from Ireland when she was doing the Onyx Hotel tour, the one I saw. Because I remember like this story, just I think they were literally in the air or something going back to America from Ireland when the engagement happened and all that stuff. So funny.
Yeah.
Remember that.
I think I will absolutely be getting this for book club. It comes out this upcoming Tuesday. I think this will be, I think we're going to do a second book club this month, guys. I think we're going to do this. We'll recap it. We'll do a Zoom, all the things. So sign up for No Filter All Access. There's a link to join in the description below, but sign up and let's do book. The book comes out on Tuesday. So we'll do book club the next weekend, not this upcoming weekend, but the following weekend. We're doing book club. It's going to be Kate.
Jess says that child support is over. That's why he needs this book grab. He's not getting the money anymore because they're over 18, those kids. It's insane to me that those kids are 18 or over 18 now. Like, that's how long we've been listening to her since, 1999 or whatever. Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy. So a lot has come out in the book. But one of the biggest bombshells that dropped as of yesterday evening, this morning, is that Jamie Lynn Spears is blasting Britney in some text messages that I guess she said to Kevin Federline's wife. So he published, which is also kind of interesting that he decided to publish these messages, whether they're real or not. And listen, the reality is we're never going to know what went on behind closed doors. And I don't think that Britney was a great parent. but I don't think it was her fault. I think that there were
Sure.
people and circumstances that influenced her ability to be a good mother. And I
Yeah.
think being in that pop star world where like you have no privacy
At
and
that
everybody
time,
around you,
especially.
yeah, everybody like his life is dependent and their income is dependent on you and you going out there and performing and doing
Yeah.
all of these things. And it's like, I don't think she ever had a chance to be a good mom. So do
No,
I
'cause
agree with them that maybe she was a bad mom? Yeah, I'm pretty sure she would have been a great mom if she had the right support and opportunities to, but I think there was a real mental illness issue that unfortunately was taken advantage of because she was paying for so many people's lives. And it's like people aren't going to let that go away. But here's one of the messages that was written to Kevin Federline's wife, Victoria Prince, and this is from her sister, Jamie Lynn Spears.
What a bitch.
She said, honestly, this makes me want, and also you have to remember these text messages were never intended to be published or released publicly. These are private messages that she sent Kevin Federline and his wife, and they have now chosen to publish them publicly. But so this is what
Why?
Jamie Lynn said.
But like, is that allowed to do that? Like, are you allowed to, like, that's private, like, information. Like, I don't get, that shouldn't be fucking allowed.
I agree. Now, they either knew the legal ramifications and decided to do it anyway, thinking that Jamie Lynn wouldn't go after them legally, or
They asked Jamie Lynn,
said,
and
yeah,
Jamie Lynn
go
was
for
like,
it.
fine,
Yeah.
go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably.
Which
I think that's probably what happened.
Yeah, I think Jamie Lynn was like, I'm tired of the narrative about, whatever, and let's try to set the record straight. And I'm sure Jamie Lynn's not going to comment on any of this, but the fact that the text messages are out there, Jamie Lynn can be like, well, they're out there. I didn't publish them. I didn't release this. I didn't want those out there. But so this is what she wrote to Victoria. She said, honestly, this makes me want to cry because I feel so much for those boys. I'm her little sister by 10 years, and I can't imagine what her actual children must feel like at times, but I'm familiar with the feeling of being a dinghy trying to survive in a wave caused by another ship, feeling like you have to rescue yourself. I always wanted her to get better, especially for those boys. I'm still trying to come to terms with how she could be so unaware of anything outside of herself. And then she goes on to say that Britney is incapable of taking responsibility. And in another text message, that she wrote to Victoria after I guess she got him a piano for Christmas. She writes, I know I've said so many times, but it's worth repeating. I'm so thankful that the boys had y'all to raise them to be so well-mannered, appreciative, and kind boys. Any parent who's actually raised their children knows that raising kids is the toughest job on earth, and you both are raising those boys and their siblings while also having to constantly protect and shield them from so much chaos that no one would ever understand unless they lived through it.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't the worst. The text message wasn't that horrendous. It was kind of more like she was like,
yeah. She said, I'm sure my sister has never thanked y'all for raising her children and still being beyond gracious to allow her many chances to take part in their lives, even though y'all have had more than enough reason to validate cutting that off. So I wanted y'all to know how much you were appreciated and supported by those of us who love those boys.
No.
My thing is, to your point, it's more of like, why? If you are protecting your boys and you've protected them all this time, then why even bring this out into the forefront? Why? I mean, I feel like they're all probably pissed because I know Kevin also kind of praised Jamie, Britney's dad, as like, listen, he ended up becoming the villain of the story, but there's so much more to the story that people don't realize. Yeah. And even though the Free Britney movement, I think, was well-intentioned. And listen, this is not a new position. I've said this from the very beginning. As much as I was in support of the Free Britney movement, I also was like, I don't think she's going to do well once they free her because she's not been able to live on her own. She's had every single, decision in her life dictated by somebody else. She's been on medication. She's had to perform like a show pony. She's never had a real normal life that like she's not and then you just completely say, all right, you're free, go. It's like she doesn't have the tools or the support or the people that can help navigate her into real life again. Yeah. And that's why you do see her dancing with knives and doing all this crazy shit.
Did you see there's a tweet from Nicki Minaj that
what did Nicki say?
Britney Spears tweeted or something like the constant gaslighting from ex-husband is extremely hurtful, blah, 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 blah. So then Nicki Minaj, I guess, responded to that Kevin Federline, bitch, when I catch you. Yeah, it's amazing. Because I guess, like, I'm sure Nicki Minaj was like I bet she was very friendly with Britney Spears back in the day when Britney was at her high time. And then Nicki has that big mix of the Till the World Ends, with her mixed into it, which is a brilliant like remix song. So I'm sure Nicki really likes Britney Spears. So to anybody to go against her, and she probably knows what it's like in that spotlight and so forth. Yeah, which is nice. Yeah. She will could.
And listen, I just feel like I get them wanting to tell their side of the story. I hear that, but also at the same time, it's like, but there's no need to pile onto Britney after all these years. Like, she's already been through so much. It's obvious that her headspace is not that. Like, I know a lot of the Britney fans are a bit delusional to say, like, oh no, she's just having fun. She, girls just love to dance. And it's like, no, she's not well. Like, you can tell, like, it's okay to say that she's not the best version of herself. She's free now, but she's also, like, you can tell, like, she's not all there. We don't know all of it. And then you hear all the rumors about her sleeping with her what was it, her janitor or something, like all these crazy things that you are hearing about her. And I think, like, yeah, it's probably all true. It's probably all real, but also you can see that this woman is clearly not in her best state of mind, that to pile on top of her for the sake of making a buck. I don't know.
It's like enough. It's been so many years. Yeah.
It's like when Jamie Lynn wrote her book, and everybody hated her for that. And it's like, why? And now Kevin Federline's writing his book and it's like, why? It's just not,
So I know. It's crazy.
It's not like a good look. I don't like it. Yeah. But that's what's going on with Britney. Let's round things up with a round of watch or skip, Stu. What is on your for this weekend as people approach, Saturday, Sunday, Friday night, and they want to binge some new stuff? What have you been watching? What are you loving? What's on your list?
What I've been watching so far, and it's really, really good. And if you haven't started it, like the morning show on Apple, like I've really, because I've
fucking
actually,
bitch, that's mine.
That was yours? What else did I watch? Let me see. No,
well, it was on mine. Season 4 is really good. Season 3 was not the best, but season 4 is season 3 with the hack and all of that stuff. Like, I was kind of annoyed. It just kind of dragged on. Season 4, I think, is really good this season.
I want to watch that Monster not doc, but the new Ryan Murphy.
Oh, is it coming out?
Series. Well, yeah, it's number 1. It's recently added, like on. It's right there. Yeah. So I don't know who this guy in a small Wisconsin town, quiet farmer's horrifying crimes, shocked a nation, step inside the twisted story of Ed Gein, the butcher of Plainfield. This looks scary as fuck.
Yeah, so he was kidnapping people and then he was murdering them, and then he was making like a full skin body mask out of them to feel connected to his mother.
Stop. I don't think I can watch that. That's too much.
How did you know? How is this on your watch list and yet you don't even know anything about Ed Gein?
No, it's like I'm just saying that it like I said it because I see the billboards on Sunset all the time, and I'm like, oh, this looks kind of good. And so I see it's number 1 on Netflix right now. The Woman in the Cabin 10. Anybody see that? I've heard like okay things about it. It's number 1 in the US right now.
Ed Gein, hold on, you didn't finish talking about Ed Gein. So he would snatch bodies. He would go into not funerals, the graveyards. He would go into the graveyards and take the bodies and skin the victims so that he could make the full bodysuit out of them.
And someone is saying like that
in his house,
have intercourse with them. Oh God.
Yeah, he would do that too. And so look at when they raided his home, they found human bones, bone fragments, waste. He had a whole wastebasket made of human skin, human covering on several chairs, human skulls that he would put on his bedpost, female skulls. Some of them, half of the tops were sawed off. He had bowls that were made of human skulls. He had a corset that was made from a female torso that was skinned from shoulder to waist, leggings that he made out of skin, masks that he made out of skin. Crazy. He made a paper bag out of one woman's face. So it's
Total.
uncertain. It's uncertain how many people he actually murdered, because some of them were already like dead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. He would dig them up. This is wild. I'd watch it with somebody,
Yeah.
like, you know, like, yeah,
Yeah.
a box of vulvas.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then it's really creepy. But I also just started John Wayne Gacy. Have you heard of that one?
No, I have not.
John
John
Wayne
Wayne Gacy. No.
Gacy. Yep. So it's a new one that just came out on Peacock. This one I think you'll like because it's not nearly as like gory and morbid as Ryan Murphy's. I just interviewed the creator on the show yesterday, and it's called Killer in Plain Sight, Hidden in Plain Sight. Hold on, what is it? John Wayne.
Nipple chairs. Your fans are so funny.
Well, they're telling you the details about Gene. It's called Devil in Disguise, John Wayne Gacy. Devil in Disguise.
Oh my God.
That I would put on the watch list, because so it's not as gory, and I don't like the gory slashery type of stuff.
Yeah.
But so he ended up kidnapping and murdering 33 boys, like from like 14 to early 20s. He would like drug them and take them, and then ended up murdering them. It was crazy. 33.
I swear to God, when you hear these stories, you're just like, we're so fucking lucky to be alive. Like, honestly, with these
also like
going around.
We're never gonna have another Mom Unscripted said Gacy was a clown. Oh, that was the other thing, is he would dress up as a clown and then like entertain sick children. He'd like be like a clown to like make kids,
and he would
like
that would be like his good stuff he would do, or like friendly things.
That would be like on the side. He would do that.
Oh,
yeah, it's crazy. But like I was talking about this on a date a while back, and I was like, there are no good serial killers anymore. Like you can't be a serial killer in today's day and age, because you have like cameras everywhere, GPS on your phones, your locations pinged. Like you're so trackable 24/7 that at this point, like we're never gonna have another John Wayne Gacy, and like thank God. But like that story, like that era of serial killers is like gone for good. Like
yeah.
This is the only way Gen Z will ever know a serial killer. I know it was just announced that Devil in Disguise is coming out with the season 2, and that was Richard Ramirez. He was the guy here in LA.
Oh, really?
You don't remember Richard? Oh, well, you're from what do you call it?
Ireland, yeah.
Ireland, yeah. So he was Richard Ramirez. Yes, Richard Ramirez. He was a serial killer here in LA. He was called the Night Stalker, and I remember hearing about the Night Stalker growing up. Because like he was like around when my parents were growing up here in LA. When did they catch him? From April 84 to August 85. He killed at least 15 people. He would break into their homes, and that's why it was called the Night Stalker, because it was late at night and he would just come into your home and get you.
Oh God, it's terrifying.
I know.
Lock your doors.
I know. Crazy. So anything feel good that people should watch this weekend? The morning show is good.
Morning show is good. What else? Are there any like kind of comedy things? I'm just kind of looking here, scanning, see is there anything.
I will say Kim Kardashian's interview on Call Her Daddy was actually quite fascinating. I very much enjoyed the interview. Like, even though people are making fun of her because she didn't know the cost of a carton of milk, and she said, did you see? She said that she had 5 Lamborghinis, and then Kanye just gave them away one day to all of his friends, and then she bought 5 more Lamborghinis, and then he gave those away the next day. Like, she's like, he would just give stuff away. He would go on these crazy episodes and get all manic, and then just like give stuff away.
Oh,
she had 5 Lamborghinis.
Into that.
Right. I was like, she had 5 Lamborghinis. He gave all 5 of them away. So then she bought 5 new ones, and then he gave those away. And she's just like, at this point, whatever.
Oh, and I mean, thank God she has so much fucking money. She can buy as many as she wants.
But the interview, she thinks she estimated she probably spends about $1 million a year on glam.
I mean, I kind of believe that.
Yeah.
I do. Because I think like Chris Appleton, like I think every time he does stuff with her, it's probably like $5,000. Or I think I've heard he's on a retainer, like something like 30 or 40 a month or something like that, 1,000. Which makes
Oh, I'm
sense.
sure.
And he just like travels with her and whatever, you know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's insane.
So I would say listen to that one. And then I would say skip Kris Jenner's interview on Not Skinny, Not Fat. It wasn't good. It was kind of boring. I mean, nothing again. I like Amanda Hirsch. I like Not Skinny, Not Fat. But this interview, like in comparison to Kim's interview on Call Her Daddy, then after that, listening to Chris's interview on Not Skinny, Not Fat, like Kris just didn't really give much. Like it was kind of just like a boring interview. We didn't learn much. There were no like, you know, So Kristen says Mr. Beast gives out Lambos.
Isn't he in trouble?
Maddie says from murder and serial killers to Kim K.
Yeah, I know. We're all over. It's just ADD. I'm about to get ready to go pop off now and record my podcast.
Yes. Who's on your podcast today?
Jamie Rice is on today.
Oh, I love Jamie Rice.
Yeah, she's brilliant. She's great. She's like, she just doesn't hold back. She's just like, I'll be like, if she wants to take down one of the housewives, I'm like, you can go. Like, I'm not having them come after me. Like, you fucking, you know what I mean? She just goes right in. I love it. Also, yeah, so that's it. Also, I want to just do a little plug. Seasonings, bagel seasoning and steak. I'm doing like a special this weekend. It's $10 for both. So steak and eggs. Just chefstuart.com.
I even use the steak in my rice. That was the steak one and the everything bagel seasoning are my two favorites. I also like the barbecue because it's got like a little kick to it.
Yeah, it's kind of sweet.
You should come out with like a barbecue sauce or like you need a sauce now.
Okay, I'll work on that. Supplier. Yeah.
Or can we can make a sauce, right? Like what do we do? Like a little mayo with one of the seasonings, and you can make like a aioli.
If you like ketchup, ketchup, honey, you put some of that seasoning in it. You probably need a bit more like brown sugar, and then like put it on the stove and just kind of melt it down. A bit of apple cider vinegar in there too. Maybe Dijon mustard.
That's a lot of work.
Worcestershire sauce. Well, that's your barbecue sauce. Anyway, oh my God.
Where can they get your spices? Where can they get your spices?
chefstuart.com. chefstuart.com. And I'll ship them out this weekend. Yeah. Because I ship them myself. So keep me busy, guys.
chefstuart.com. Get your spices. Go listen to Don't Let It Stu. New episode drops later today on Herd at Media. So go check him out.
Thank you so much. Bye,
Thanks,
everyone.
guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Talk to you next week. Have a good weekend, guys. Give me a follow at Just One Zack. Follow the podcast at No Filter with Zack and catch No Filter streaming Monday through Friday on all podcast platforms, streaming live on X and on YouTube, and available on Spotify, Apple, and be sure to sign up for No Filter All Access. You get ad-free episodes, bonus episodes, book club, and more. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Ciao for now. Bye.
Bye.